Hi again everyone. So in that last video, we talked about how you can create your user profile, which is crucial to helping you build connections and communities within the platform. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about some of the communities that already exist within Fulbrighter that you can join and engage with. Now, when we talk about Fulbrighter, we often use this phrase global community, and that phrase has been central to our vision from the platform since we initiated this project. We see Fulbrighter as a space where the entire global community of academics, practitioners, professionals can all come together under a single space to connect, network, engage and collaborate with each other. And when you first log into Fulbrighter, you'll see this global community is foregrounded. So you'll land on something called the global feed. This is a place where all users of the platform, regardless of where or when they did their Fulbrighter, regardless of their academic discipline or professional interests, they can all post and engage with each other's posts. Equally, the other headings along this menu are similarly focused on that global community. So there's the Fulbrighter directory, where you can find any other Fulbrighter around the world. There's an opportunity to promote global events and to post global news stories and reflective pieces from alumni and grantees. And that global community is, as I say, core to our vision for this platform, and we really hope you'll all engage with that global community, that global feed, and those global news and reflective pieces. But we're also aware that within that global community, there are already in existence lots of sub-communities, and we want both to sustain those sub-communities, but also allow other communities to thrive within and outside the platform. So you'll see we have a communities tab within the platform. And this brings you through to a list of some of the sub-communities that already exist within Fulbrighter. Now, the current sub-communities within the platform are mostly focused around organisations, so typically the commissions that you might have worked with as part of your Fulbright application, or they're themed around academic and professional networks. To give you a sense of what these sub-communities are, we can just take a look at the first one on the list, the French Commission. So what these sub-communities offer is they have all the same functionality that that global community has, but they're focused on a more local basis. So just as we had the global feed, global directory, global events and news, you can see here a localized version of those. So there's a live feed, there's the members directory, there's events and news. But rather than these being aimed at the global community, they're aimed specifically at people with a stake in the French Commission's activities. So the majority of members of this group will be grantees and alumni of the French Commission, but it may also be that anyone who has an interest in what's going on with the French Commission or France more generally might want to join this group so they can get updates. Joining a group is as simple as clicking the join button on the right hand side, and once you join, you'll then be notified when posts and announcements are made to that group. You can also unsubscribe at any point by either disabling notifications or leaving the group. So as I say, the majority of the groups in the platform are currently based around organisations, but there are already some academic and professional networks in the platform. You can see here humanities, arts and culture, political science, law, journalism, education. So these groups are both for people with an intellectual interest in these fields or a professional stake who want to use these platforms as a professional development opportunity for themselves or to support colleagues. You may find these groups are too broad, or you may have ideas for groups that you want to create. It may be you want a musicology group, it may be you want a human rights legislation group, it may be you want a carbon-free transport group. We're always happy to facilitate the creation of new groups. If you go to the About Fulbrighter section of the website, you'll see a very short film you can fill in to get a group created. So, stage 1 was creating and fleshing out your user profile. I think stage 2 of getting started with Fulbrighter is to visit this communities area and join the communities that might be of interest to you and begin thinking about how you can contribute to these communities or found new communities that might be of interest to you. As ever, you'll find more guidance on groups within the user guide for the platform, or you're also welcome to get in touch with the Fulbrighter project team. Thank you.